Hello and welcome back to the What is K-pop podcast, in which we talk all things K-pop and things that are slightly cringe. And I forgot to get my microphone. Ew. Oops daisy. Well, I mean, the quality of this podcast isn't even that good though, is it? So yeah, Christmas EveL. I love how that's what we came for and we're just getting into it like 13 minutes in. But I will probably be cutting some stuff out. So yeah. Yes, Queen. I'm just getting up. Christmas EveL. But yeah, I remember when it was released. It was so funny actually. I was sat in my living room, as I am right now, and I just like the county news came through the door, which is like this newspaper thing that you get like every couple months, and it tells you all the stuff that's like happening in the county, obviously, and it had on it like if your child was born between the first of September 2019 to the 31st of August 2020, they are now eligible for starting school. Please apply before the 15th of March 2020, whatever it was, for your chance to get your kid into school. And I was like, what? Like, kids are being born and they're being able to go to school. Like, obviously I know that, but they're being born and there's a time that they can it's time for them to go to school. So that was like a quick little mental breakdown. And my mum said to me, Sophie, what is wrong with you? In like the most caring way possible, like the most utter amount of care that my mum could have said that to me. She's like, what is wrong with you? It is what's going to happen. I know that. I know that time goes on. But it was quite funny. Okay, so Christmas EveL is a single album. And note that we have from Wikipedia says that JYP officially classes Christmas EveL as a single, but serves both Christmas EveL and Winter Falls as dual lead singles. And so different sources describe it as a single album or an EP. I think what I kind of choose to go off is actually how it's classified by the company. So Christmas EveL is a single. And obviously because it has 4 songs, it is the size of a single album. So they obviously talked about in the Step Up 2021 what they were going to do for this year. I think I might have seen it like when I was getting into them. I checked it out, and it said about like a seasonal song, which is cool. And obviously they talked about being on the shows and album and stuff. And so on the 11th of November, actually, the group released a mysterious poster called Christmas EveL, and it was described as a holiday special single for their fans as a thank you gift as a part of the season song project. Now, I'm going to be totally honest, I actually don't like the album. Like, I thought I did, because I think at the time, at the time when it was released, I did like it, but it was because obviously it was near Christmas. But if I'm being completely honest, I actually don't. And it isn't obviously because it's like only for like Christmas time. But even right now, if I was to listen to a K-pop Christmas song, I don't think I would choose like Stray Kids, especially not off of this album, because I think, yeah, from their Japanese EP album, I think it was The Sound, actually. They had, this is testing my knowledge. Yeah, it was so funny. When I saw the trailer, we were watching, this was actually at Christmas the next year, and I was just sitting there we were watching Die Hard, the most Christmassy song ever, Christmassy film ever. It was so funny. What was it? Which album was it? Pardon me. I'd also say like Scars is a Christmassy song, but that was released in like October. When was it? This is like testing my knowledge on this sort of stuff. I do apologise. And we are going to get into the ranking of these things in just a momento. Does anyone also find themselves like feeling anxious during Christmas time, like preparing for Christmas? Because like right now I am feeling a bit like stressed about the whole of Christmas and like trying to make sure that everything is alright because I want it to obviously go well and I don't want my parents to not feel like they're getting enough presents from me and my sister. I don't know. But yeah, so I think it's Cover Me Now. Cover Me Now from Rockstar. I think I might have to do a little bit more investigation. I don't know. There's like another song from a different album that was it Circus? If we're going to go into like the weird category of what the fuckery, was it Chris? It was like Stay for Christmas. No, I think that was 24 to 20. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, we're finally going to get on to talking about this. This is so going to be cut down. But yes, so the first two songs that I ranked like the highest were Christmas Evil and 22 to 25, and they were both 8.5 each. And like 22 to 25, 24 to 25, I can't speak. They were nice. Christmas Evil, I feel like, was just like a funny song, and I actually showed it to my friend from my support group, and even he was like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "I know, it's weird." And I think, like, obviously, my favorite part was like the Feliz Navidad bit, like Feliz Navidad, because I feel the evil coming, but Felix is never bad. And he's like said it like Felix is never bad. It's very strange. Yeah. And the music video was like unbelievably strange. With like the members stuck in a traffic jam and they like obviously are listening to the radio. As you always do. And he lost it and like Santa lost his voice due to an attack of the sound monster who was in the No Easy trailer. And so he hires substitutes. Obviously, the members are the substitutes, and they go to a shop, try and find some presents, and make a mess, obviously. And yeah, it was really weird, and it reminded me of this French short film. Yeah, there's this French short film called A Christmas Panic. Right, and it's like this sounds really bad, but it's between this cowboy and an Indian like man, and they are so excited about Christmas, and they live with this horse who is literally called Horse, and I'm starting to kind of remember why it might have been taken off of air. A town called Panic. Is it that? French language Belgian stop motion sitcom. Was it this? No, it wasn't this. And mind you, it was extremely strange. Yeah, it wasn't the Christmas love. Ho ho ho. Yeah, it was really weird. And yeah, so they are celebrating Christmas, and because obviously they're really excited, they cause like havoc, and like Horse is hosting his family for the holiday, and like somehow Cowboy and I don't even remember the Chief, they destroy the Yule log, so they have to go to the shop to go and get themselves like a new one. But obviously, like stuff in shoes, panic in shoes, because it's Count Called Panic, and like the Yule log is bought by this farmer and his wife. And so the cowboy and chief break into the other people's houses, the other person's house, steal the Yule log, and Horse is like, what the fuck? Like, Christmas is cancelled. and it's just really weird. And I'm like, I don't entirely know why it's so much because it's very, very strange. Yeah. And it hasn't been like shown in a very long time, which I don't know why, but it was very weird. And I don't entirely know why I started talking about it. I've forgotten. Oh yeah. So it did just kind of remind me of that a little bit. Of the music video to Christmas Evil reminded me of the Christmas Panic a little bit. 24 to 25, can't remember it. Winter Falls was 7.5 out of 10. And it was nice. Very Han. Obviously he wrote it. So I'm not surprised that it was similar to that. And the lyrics are about a person trying to erase the complicated thoughts of a former relationship that come to mind during winter and the end of the year. If you are curious, which I did actually tell one of my friends, I texted him this earlier. I wrote, did you know that it's actually extremely common for people to break up during Christmas and Valentine's Day each year? It's very weird. And, I think it's mainly because of the fact that they don't want to buy gifts. I'm like, valid. Also, kind of mean. So, how about we don't do that? They watched a telephone booth on fire. Okay, that is interesting. And then obviously, Domino, the English version, was at the end of the single album. And yeah, it was a 7 out of 10, mainly because of the fact that I don't like the original, so I don't like the English one. And Felix. So the lyrics were made by Bang Chan Felix and Juno Flo? Juno Flo? I don't know. Originally written by Changbin and Han, as well as I think probably Bang Chan as well. Yeah, I don't hate the album. It's not like I can't listen to it. I just don't like it. It's not my Christmas cup of tea. Like, I feel like Christmas songs are meant to just be like the ones I listen to are just like the classic ones that you think of. And I think that's fine. You can't like everything. And I just don't like this single album. So, yeah, I do hope you enjoyed today's episode. And I'll talk to you guys again very, very soon. Bye.